has lifted you up, because they can see you, because you are soaring on high with the wings. You know the way an eagle, soars on high and everybody sees it. So God will make sure you soar on high and everybody will be able to see you making progress. And I was being encouraged by that scripture, and especially the three scriptures that we have read here in the book of Habakkuk 3:19. This is Habakkuk. Habakkuk was also faced with trouble, and at one time he complained. But this chapter, in chapter 2, he was complaining, but in chapter 3, the Lord strengthened him. And here we see him saying, "The Lord is my strength and my invisible army." The sovereign Lord is my strength. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He repeated the same words that David said. He enables me to tread on the heights. And this tells us that God will give us strength, even though we may be faced by physical enemies, because physical enemies are there, and we also have spiritual enemies. So even though we are faced by them, God will make us walk and make progress upon our high places of troubles, our high places of suffering, our high places of responsibility. And then in the book of Ephesians 6:13, here we are being told to put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, we may be able to stand our ground. And after we have done everything, to stand. So, as much as we have spiritual enemies, we all know that these enemies never come together. These enemies never declare a truce. Like, they do not agree, these enemies do not agree to stop fighting you or to stop arguing you for a certain time. In fact, the opposite is true. Like when you have one enemy, you find there are several other enemies coming from different directions. And sometimes we ask, what is happening? Like, I thought I have friends. Now my friends are fighting me. It is because the enemies do not sit together and agree. So in our battles, may we declare our trust in God. Sometimes we feel like we are losing the battle, but I'm here to encourage all of us here